Hey y'all, welcome to the Nashville Caveman podcast. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Welcome if y'all are here, if y'all could do us a favor. If you guys can share the live, man, we will greatly appreciate it. Hold on for 1 minute. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Yeah, it's about that time. You're rocking with your boy Damo Unleash and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman podcast. Stay tuned.
Phone on the whip with the crystals on the side. Doorstep up, yeah, we call it suicide. Creeping like a spider every time that I ride. Yeah, I smile at my haters just to fuck with their pride. All so dope that the truth tell a lie. $1 million dreams make a broke nigga high. Dudes get mad when they wanna say hi. The paint so wet that it make a pussy slide. Some rooftop with the wood grain grip. Ain't even raining, but the paint still drip. I'm not even traveling, but baby, I'm a trip. So she riding up the mountainside just to see the tip. Top of the world, that's what they ain't wanna be. Riding in a battle, adding to my legacy. Crystals on the chrome, yeah, the body so G. I'm a stunt so hard, niggas can't stand me.
What is going on, man? Well, my camera during the intro went, man, I'm not supporting you today. So now I'm on my webcam. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
On the webcam, man.
Yo, shouts out to Malfunction. How about them Broncos Malfunction? Last week they broke my heart with a blocked field goal, but they played pretty good against the Falcons. Falcons is one of those up and down teams. 1 week they look really good, and then the next week you're like, who the hell are they? But Sunday I didn't give a damn. They lost, so it's all that matter as a win for the Broncos. We good to go. Shouts out to Malfunction. Damo, how was your weekend, my friend?
Man, great. My Cavaliers are 15-0. My Colts won. My Browns suck. But again, my Cavaliers are 15-0, and they got the biggest game, I think, of the year so far against Boston tonight. And I think if they beat Boston tonight, there's a high good chance that they can beat the Golden State Warriors record of 24 straight wins.
Oh,
I really believe that. So
absolutely. Yeah, 15-0. Congratulations on that. I think the Warriors and the Houston Rockets, they won like 20-something straight games in a row during the season. Your team is one of the few teams that's won from the beginning. Y'all are 15-0. Do you see what I'm saying? So that would be an amazing feat to win your first 24 games of a season. The Houston Rockets and the Golden State Warriors, somewhere in the middle of the 82 games, went on a 24-25 game winning streak. But to do it from game 1 to game 25, that would be impressive. So
Golden State did that. Golden State got the record from.
Also, Golden State one season won their first 25 games. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, gotcha.
First 24 games.
First 24. Gotcha. Wow. Hey, your team is playing some good team basketball. That's what I love about it. Good team basketball. There's no egos, no nothing.
Yeah, we didn't see this coming.
I didn't either, man. I did not neither. But hell, you can't control who's in front of you. You can't control the schedule, and you can't control who you're playing. Right? All you can do is go out there and win those games, and that's what y'all paid to do, and that's what you're doing.
Yep. And so I'm excited about that. Other than that, man, it's been a crazy week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out to my wife, man, who's coming along very good and very well. So she's improving. So thank you guys for your prayers, and may you continue to pray for her and just our family all together, man. So
that's what's up. Well, you know we praying for.
Man, I appreciate that. Man, how was your week?
Well, you know, another week of just working and paying bills. You know, and then, you know, like you see me my Bronco shirt on. I don't know if y'all can see the Bronco shirt on for Sunday. And then yesterday, man, I'm not even a Cowboys fan, but yesterday was just ridiculous. It was two mediocre teams playing against each other, and I still don't. Actually, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know how Houston is 6-4 after watching them play yesterday. That game was like watching two high school teams play. So is Houston a really good team, Nemo, or is the division that bad? Is the AFC South that bad?
Well, what it is Houston. Their top receiver is out. Their second receiver is out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Houston don't look as good as they. Nico Collins out. I forget the other guy they just signed from Buffalo. He's out.
Diggs.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs out for the year.
Yeah.
So.
And then you think about the AFC South, the Jags, the Titans, the Colts. What are the Colts record? Are y'all above 500?
Like horrible. I think 4-7 or 5-7 now.
Right. So this is why the Houston Texans might win the division. Then, gotcha.
All right, they gonna win. They can slip, fall down, bust their lip, you know, crack their eye, stand up, and still win the division. That's how bad our division is.
Amen on that, y'all.
I know what I wanted to ask you about. What did you think about the Tyson fight?
It was no different than the Floyd Mayweather and what's that guy's name from UFC? Conor McGregor. No different than that, man. You know what? Don't get me wrong. Mike Tyson got in really good shape. Jake Paul got in really good shape. But when I found out they was only doing 8 rounds, 2-minute rounds, I knew that was just a joke. I mean, the women's match was the best one of the whole night. Did you watch the women's one?
No.
That was the best one. That was amazing. I want to see them go a third time. I didn't see the first one, but the second one was amazing. Now, the undercard under that, they had 2 little young guys. The weight was like 147. They put on a good fight. They put on a really good fight. They went 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds, right? But your main event only did 8 rounds, 2-minute rounds. I knew that was just, come on, man. But hey, he walked away with $20 million. Jake walked away with whatever he walked with, but he's not going to be considered in the boxing community as a top boxer. Until he boxed because he's 27. Until he boxed somebody that's 27 in his prime, that he's not going to be taken seriously. And Tyson, if you just needed a payday, you could have went out and did some signings. You know what I'm saying? Sign some t-shirts or something. But no, that was just, it was crazy. And then they were buffering. A lot of people didn't get a chance to see the main event. It got stuck.
Oh, 10 minutes. I heard about that.
Yeah, I don't think Netflix is ready to go live right now.
Wow.
They don't. I mean, you know what type of service you have to have tens of millions of people watching at the same time? Come on now. So they better get it together before they put WWE on there in January.
Well, Netflix don't even carry big events. They should have had it on Peacock.
Something, but you know how it goes. So what did you think? Did you watch it?
I was at work, man.
Well, you didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss nothing.
I watched highlights. That's what I watched.
Man, that was
at work from 9 to 9.
Well, you didn't miss a thing, my friend. I wish I was working somewhere.
Yeah, I was getting that.
I actually decided not to go to work just so I could sit there and watch it.
Oh wow!
You know,
I
because
know
people
you
are,
were talking.
people my age, it's a nostalgia pop. You know, to see
Yeah.
Mike Tyson just back in the ring.
You ain't gonna get to see him too many times. He's
You sure
58,
ain't.
so I get it.
No,
Yeah.
so you know.
I get it. You know, other than that, what else is there to talk about? Cavaliers 15-0, Broncos looking for real. What a rookie quarterback. I am impressed with Bo Nix.
I am too. He looks comfortable. He looks poised, and he's not making mistakes. If the throw is not there, throw it away. Don't force anything. But I saw with a lot of C.J. Stroud yesterday, he was trying to force some of them passes. That's why he got intercepted. Some stuff you just, if it ain't there, man, just throw it away. Live for another play. That's what you have to do.
Right. Dallas, man,
defense was okay, huh?
Dallas looks absolutely horrible.
Well, they missing Prescott. Ezekiel Elliott's not even the starting running back no more. Parsons is out, and they got a couple other people that are out. But even when they was in, they wasn't looking good.
Yeah. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb, I know he thinking about why did I resign to this?
Because it's America's team. Wow.
The one thing I've been caught on is WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Our household is a WWE family.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, the storyline with the bloodline is kind of getting interesting.
It absolutely is, but it's not as interesting as the money that they want. Because I go to WrestleMania every year. I ain't going to that one. These WrestleMania tickets are like Super Bowl tickets. That's why I ain't never been to a Super Bowl. Super Bowl ticket, the nosebleeds is like $3,000-$4,000. Any Super Bowl. It's you ain't never looked at Super Bowl tickets, man. Them Super Bowl tickets will knock you out. Do you hear me? There is no such thing as cheap seats. It's extremely high. That's why I ain't never been to one. Now these WWE pay-per-views, especially WrestleMania in Vegas, the cheapest seats is $1,000. Do you hear me? For 2 nights, $500 a night. That's $1,000. I'm not giving you $1,000 to sit there and some stuff I can sit at home and watch for free.
In the comfort of your home. You right.
Man. So, Triple H, you lost one fan. I love the storylines, but you lost me coming to a WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying?
You got that right, y'all. Hey, man, if you guys are here, if y'all could do us a huge favor, if y'all could share the live, we will very much appreciate it. That is, little things like that is what help us grow.
Absolutely.
Well, I did want to get to the list, and what we're going to talk about today is kind of pretty interesting. Found some interesting stuff.
Okay.
A wife loses her life after getting the BBL surgery, and the husband didn't want her to get the surgery. He didn't want it. She wanted to do it. Lost her life. So the next topic is, was this father right or was this father wrong? When y'all hear this story, and this may be the first story we go into, it is just, man, mind-boggling. When we turn a certain age, a physical part of a woman doesn't turn us on as much as her mentality does.
Right.
We'll talk about that. Next subject is, would you keep the money? Interesting story that I found, and the question is, would you keep the money? The majority of women have turned down a good man because he wasn't her type. We're going to talk about that. And it's a good video on that. I think the guy made some interesting points. And the majority of women can be had if you have lots of money.
Absolutely.
It don't matter what you look like.
Absolutely.
If you got money, you look like you got money. No, if you got money, you can get the baddest females walking up out of here. Now, looks-wise, maybe, but the other parts, maybe not so.
I might have to say the whole shebang, because the OnlyFans girls are going broke. TikTok girls are going broke. YouTube girls are going broke. And a lot of these girls, they probably won't let them get a 9 to 5. You got 100,000 subscribers, but you working at McDonald's, because they don't know how to turn those subscribers into payments or money. So make $75,000 a year. You pull any of those girls. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like this, y'all.
Like
But
that.
y'all know how we do. You know, man, we are literally it's about 2 weeks away, or a week and a half away from announcing the So Driven
That's
male
what's up.
and female artist of the year, man. So
Absolutely.
I'm excited about that.
Me
If
too.
you guys haven't voted, please go and vote. To the artists, man, you should be pushing your fan base to vote for you, man. To vote. All right. So, but y'all know how we like to do. Love to get independent artist music played on here. So that's what we're going to do. Step away for a minute, then we're going to get into these hot subjects. All right. Thank y'all for being here. And like I said, let's go. I'm looking for, I got my song.
Gave me life in another form. Sexing you be like crazy, like I'm out of a poem. Born to lead a leader, hugging her when I greet her. How does it feel to have a man to know just how to treat you? Make you feel good, don't it? Wanna get out and float it. I know your nerves be getting bad, cause I be getting on it. That's why whatever you want, I go get it, no matter the cost. Your friends be dropping us off, but I'm playing them off. They don't mean nothing, they just be running their mouth. They just mad, cause they live in the bricks and I live in the house. And we hustle hard for that, and we ain't going back. They just don't know what I went through to try to get where I'm at. You think back to that shack and that old ass lack where you used to hit the block every day trying to get off that pack. When I was poor, broke, ass out, didn't wanna go home. You was the only one that had strength to keep me strong. That's why it's you and me, you and me, you and me. Out of the game, you're out of the game, yeah. You and me, out of the game, in and out of the game, yeah. See forever, my lady. You and me and you, what the deal? Between both of us, you know we sure to make a meal. Can you feel what I'm saying? I not fall on my knees to pray. Things go right, I just might reminisce about the first time I seen you and the first time we kissed. Shit, we used to go half up on the sack, half up on the yak, half up at the tank, half up at the bank. We used to hit licks together, flip together. Shit, we went from chips to cheddar. Who better? Trying to be a foundation for us to build, from the bottom to the hills, from the ocean to the fields. Ain't you real? That's why I feel the way I feel. The signs sealed, delivered sincerely, we will. I can hold back love, I can go back love, I can go back love. You and me, out of the game, you're out of the game. You and me, out of the game, girl. I can go back love, I can go back love. The truth, everything that I'm trying to do, you trying to do it too. It's hard to tell you, but I cheated with some rats on the road while you was giving me everything. I was treating you cold. Man, it's been hell and hot water and back with my cat. From short stacks to fat, from pintos to lax. I'm back, and how the hell I make it this far? You may not like it then, but you love me now. No more clouds or rainy days, just sunshines in your smile. Meanwhile, we've been focusing on building a new house, on a new route for more clouds, steady repping the new south. Ain't no doubt them gold diggers hate to see what you bout, because it's you and me, you and me. In and out of the game, girl, it's just you and me and you and me. In and out of the game, girl, you and me. I can go back love, I can go back love. No, no. You and me.
it's out of control. They watching, the people want to show. Am I gon' fumble? Am I gon' fall? I gotta let them know. Can't stop this flow.
You gon' know my hunger, you gon' know my name. Never did I make it, oh boy, I was a lame. I'm telling y'all stories so y'all can know my pain. And I'ma need a straight jack, I'm finna go insane. Like every day I stayed up, trying to be the best out. Looking at me downfield, trying to run the best route. But you know these corners, man, had to put a curl in. All I do is fail, and I'm looking for my first win. Always fucking broke, I just wish that I can touch green. Trying to lead the hood, cause you know that I can do without. Gotta put my family on, you know that I can't do without. Can't stop, won't stop, baby, that's what this all about, yeah.
I'm on a roll, it's out of control. They watching, the people wanna show. Am I gon' fumble? Am I gon' fall? I gotta let them know. Can't stop this flow. Can't stop this glow. I'm about to blow. Can't stop this. Can't stop this. Can't stop this flow. No, 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 no. Can't stop this flow.
Can't stop, won't stop, gotta keep going. These niggas sleeping on me, so let them keep snoring. The best rap alive, and I gotta keep flowing. I'm pulling up like step, man, I gotta keep scoring. And losing not an option, I learned to be a better me. Best rap alive, and y'all others just a letter B. You trying to ride my wave, and these niggas trying to copy me. Wanted that alive, then you know these rappers dead to me. Second place, nigga, that's the best that they can ever be. Can't stop, won't stop, boy, you know I'm the recipe. Running the game for too long, think that I can give it up. Told y'all what a life I'm living, you know I had to live it up, yeah.
I'm on a roll, it's out of control. They watching, the people wanna show. Am I gon' fumble? Am I gon' fall? I gotta let them know. Can't stop this flow. Can't stop this glow. I'm about to blow. Can't stop this. Can't stop this. Can't stop this flow. No, 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 no. Can't stop this flow. No, 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 no. Can't stop this flow.
All right, y'all. I'm back. I hope Sky's still here. Let's see. Kick them out, so here we go.
No.
Wow. Mal was kicked out of my whole internet. That's why I played back-to-back songs. So we back. Want to get into this first story, right? So I'm strolling down, y'all bear with me. Having internet connection issues right now. So I'm glad you guys, if you're still here, y'all still here with me. Actually, I do got people still here on this side, so that's good. But we got storms in Nashville, and it's giving us hell. It's giving me hell. I don't know about anybody else. But did you just come back, Sky, or was you knocked out for a minute?
I don't know what happened. After you played the video, it just showed you till you brought me back in.
Wow. All right, well, it's telling me the exit page, Facebook page, so give me a minute, y'all. It's maybe I gotta come back.
Hey.
Say that again.
I was just saying hello to Faith.
Hey, Faith. Good afternoon. All right, let me get this party started. Oh, man. All right, so I'm refreshing y'all so I can bring this first story up. This is, I think I want to play this one first, man, because I seen it and I was like, man, this is something me and Sky can kind of lighten up the room with. Oh, there we go again. It knocked me out again. What the hell is going on? Is it going to make me tell the story? Thank you, Xfinity. Y'all have been great today. Yes, I'm getting knocked out over and over, so I might have to bring my phone out to bring the story up and tell it myself. Or make it where it's loud enough for you guys to hear. Because Xfinity is like not being my friend right now. But basically, I don't know, maybe I can find it on here and it's loud enough. Oh, here we go. No, I don't want to do that story first. Hold on.
Last month, he purchased a couch for his man cave, and this weekend, he made a shocking discovery. It was filled with thousands of dollars in cash.
Still have to pinch myself to make sure I'm not dreaming or something. And
Kirby says that he had this ottoman for a few weeks before noticing that it was uncomfortable. That's when his daughter decided to open it up.
And then she started pulling out this. Oh my goodness.
A total of $43,170 was found in the ottoman cushion. But Kirby says he didn't feel right keeping the money, so he reached out to the restore to find out who had donated the couch. Turns out it was Kim Falk Newberry. The couch originally belonged to her grandfather, and he died last year. It's just crazy. Today, the restore held a big surprise for Falk Newberry. To give back every dollar found in the cushion.
Why he's got money in cushions? I don't know.
Kirby says an attorney told him that he had no legal obligation to give the money back, but he felt like he had to morally. And that's something that Rick Merling, the store manager, thinks is heartwarming.
So, did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch how much money it was?
How much was it?
Hold on, let's play it again.
Last month, he purchased a couch for his man cave, and this weekend, he made a shocking discovery. It was filled with thousands of dollars in cash.
Still have to pinch myself to make sure I'm not dreaming or something. And
Kirby says that he had this ottoman for a few weeks before noticing that it was uncomfortable. That's when his daughter decided to open it up.
And then she started pulling out this. Oh my goodness.
A total of $43,170 was found in the ottoman cushion. But Kirby says he didn't feel right keeping the money, so he reached out to the restore to find out who had donated the couch. Turns out it was Kim Falk Newberry. The couch originally belonged to her grandfather, and he died last year. It's just crazy. Today, the restore held a big surprise for Falk Newberry. To give back every dollar found in the cushion.
Why he's got money in cushions? I don't know.
Kirby says an attorney told him that he had no legal obligation to give the money back, but he felt like he had to morally. And that's something that Rick Merling, the store manager, thinks is heartwarming.
So $43,173 was found in his item. No, so I'm going to ask you the question. I'm going to ask y'all the question. If y'all went and y'all purchased from the Goodwill or from one of these, even if you was at a yard sale and you purchased something that had that much money in it, what you doing?
Well, I mean, we can break this down into like 3 different subcategories. One, chivalry is still alive thanks to that young man, because you know anybody else would have kept it and did whatever they wanted to do with that money. And like his attorney said, legally, you didn't have to give it back. But let me tell you something. Him giving that money back, God is going to bless him tenfold. He does not know the type of blessings that's going to come the next 10 years of his life giving that money back. 2, the granddaughter should be lucky because she didn't even go through it to see if there was anything in it. Because some ottomans you can open up or take the top off. Because the ottoman is just where you put your feet on. You know what I'm saying? When you're sitting down, she just throwing everything out. We don't need this, we don't need that. So next time they should show her, hey, check little pockets and little zip things before you throw things out. And 3rd, only thing I don't like about it, he should have never told the restore or anybody, He should have found out who the lady was, her address, and gave it back to her. Because then since they put this on TV, guess who else heard about this $43,000? The IRS. So somebody is going to claim this money at the end of the year and pay them taxes. Because that's probably why the granddaddy hid it, because he won't pay no taxes on it. And his man found it, he wasn't going to pay no taxes if he kept it. And the granddaughter, she found it, she wasn't going to pay no taxes if she kept it. But when you put it on the news and made it public, then the IRS know you got it. So that's the only part I didn't like about it. But other than that, that was a good story to start off with.
Man.
Now, well, hold on. You're going to ask would I have given it back? In my 20s, hell no. But then in my 40s, yeah, but go ahead and answer. I still can't get an answer in my 40s, but 20s, nah. Nobody would have known I had it.
A wallet.
I told my daughter, don't you tell a word what you just found out. Shit, no.
Man, there's all kind of repairs would have been done to the house. You hear me?
And I mean slowly, as if I was doing it out of my paycheck.
Right. So I'm gonna tell you, a wallet. I believe in giving back wallets. I don't care. I don't care if it's $1 million found in it. A wallet. I believe in giving back without taking nothing. But if I purchase that couch, everything that's with it, I purchase that couch and whatever is in it, it comes with it. That's my money. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, and the lesson that would have been learned is don't throw shit out fast. Because I see how y'all be doing, y'all parents and grandparents. Now you don't need this, how they did anyway, and you're giving it away to Goodwill and places like that. So I wouldn't have gave it back. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? You're like, dang, what's that golden roof? How'd you afford that golden roof you got? Or that new design bathroom?
How did it get to, did she say the Restore or the Goodwill? Was it the Restore or the Goodwill?
It was one or the other. I don't know.
How did they get it and not an employee found it? Because usually they go through that stuff to see if it works. Does it need a new leg? Is it ripped? Like, I used to work at the Goodwill. Was it the Restore? I worked at both, sorry. And when we got the stuff in, the stuff that we felt like needed to go and get fixed, like sewed up, add cotton, some color, new legs, we would put it to the side so we had people to do that. So this damn thing made it from the granddaughter into the store, let's say set for a week or two. Nobody knows $43,000 is sitting in this store outside on the floor. A
That's why I
customer buys it for $40. Let's just say $40. And I'll be damned if it ain't a 90% return when he opens that damn thing.
That's why it would have been mine, Star. I'm sorry, it would have been mine.
Yeah, I know a long time ago it would have been mine. And nobody would have known it. Now, I don't know. It's iffy.
But you're a good guy, Star. I wouldn't be shocked if you turned it in. You know, man, you're a good guy. I'm a good guy, too, to a limit.
Yeah, to a limit. Yeah, I got you on that, man.
To a limit.
That is. But her grandfather had just died, and you know, and he saved that money for something.
He obviously ain't saving it for her because she ain't know about it.
Yeah, thank you. So either he didn't get a chance to tell nobody, or hell, he got so old and forgot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but it's a really good story because there ain't a lot of good people out there like that.
That would have did that, and he didn't even get a reward. They said nothing about giving that man a reward.
No, I said God will bless him, but he didn't have to go back to them. He didn't have to get put on TV because now the granddaughter, her family knows she has $43,000. Now you can put the spotlight on her. Then the IRS is on her, and family members who thought the granddaddy was broke is now on her. So it's a gift and a curse now, Damo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what about his other grandchildren? Or let's say her uncles and aunties, because that was their daddy. So whose money is it really? And let's say her mama or daddy still alive. Is it theirs? Is it the uncles? Is it the aunties? What about her cousins? Does it, see, money, man, money is, I don't know.
It's going to be a fight over that. I don't think she's going to get that easy.
That's why I said I would have done it privately. I wouldn't have put it on no damn TV. Come on, man. That's why I don't like winning the lottery. I don't want motherfuckers on here knowing I got $5 million. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Right. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. You had to get a dog, a camera system, you know what I'm saying, bats and weapons and all kind of stuff, man, because you know they're coming.
Yeah. They put you all on the paper, all in the news, all on the internet. Like, no, I'm sorry.
Man, that's crazy. We're going to get to this next story. Let me go ahead and cut this music.
This man cave, and this weekend he made a shocking.
Yo, you get turned up. Year-old woman.
So here we gonna play this. This woman gets a BBL, right, and loses her life. So let's go ahead and listen to this.
A 49-year-old woman in New York has passed away after going to the Dominican Republic for a fat transfer and a Brazilian butt lift. Her husband said, "She called me after she got the surgery done and told me that she was happy with everything and that I was going to love her new body and that her doctor was great. I really wasn't in full support of her going over there getting a surgery. I had a lot of mixed feelings about it, but I went along with it." Shortly after speaking to his wife, he got a phone call from the clinic she was at, and the nurse told him that she had a stroke and it wasn't looking good. They made arrangements to fly him out there to be with her, but sadly, she passed away before he could get there. The doctor who performed the surgery on the 49-year-old woman had recently been indicted for performing cosmetic procedures without a license. The New York Health Department had warned people about going to his clinic for treatment. Hear me out, y'all. In most cases, where it's a married woman that want to get a BBL, the husband don't really want that. But since it's something that she want, he go along with it because he love her. Ladies, hear me out. I don't know the benefit you get after having this surgery, but I do know the chances of you dying while having this surgery. And only you know if it's worth it or not. I say it's not, but again, I don't know the benefits you get while having it. A 49-year-old woman in New York.
So we're going to go ahead and discuss that.
Whether she's your wife or your fiance or a friend, folks have issues. I mean, she don't even have to be married to me. She was just my best friend for 20 years. I'm like, girl, you 49 years old. Who are you, A, trying to impress? B, surgery is never good, whether you need it or it's cosmetic. And what is going on in your life to where you want a booty so big that now you got to go up your pants size because you got to fit that damn thing in your pants. You don't know how it's going to act when you go swimming. You don't know if you're always going to need touch-up because you don't know. From what I've heard is two different things. They can inject some stuff into your butt cheeks, or they can take fat from parts of your body and put it up in there. So there's two different ways of getting a BBL, right? And like the guy said, I don't know if she did her research about this guy. He wasn't supposed to be doing it no way. So I don't know if she knew and did it or didn't know and did it, but I am so sorry to say this out loud, but she signed her own death certificate. She really did. Because the husband cared about that, only she cared about that. And at 49, if she wanted these little boys to be looking at her booty while she walking around at 49, I think there's other ways of doing it. But that's sad that somewhere in her life, she was never fulfilled to the point where she's damn near 50 in a good marriage, I'm assuming, with a good husband, I'm assuming, and that still wasn't enough for you. You still had to go out here and get a BBL. I'm sorry, there is no sympathy for me. The sympathy is for the husband. I'm sorry that he lost his wife, but there's people like that. She's just the one we know about. There's millions of women that look in the mirror every day and just they will never be satisfied.
And I'm gonna tell you, I've never that stuff to me is a turn on. Like breast lift. The women that do breast jobs, when they sit up like that, it just don't look real. It looks bad to us. I don't know how it look to y'all. These dudes that's telling y'all this stuff look great, these are dudes that want to get you in bed.
That's it.
Right? These are dudes that's trying to marry.
Nope.
See, so you gotta remember who you're taking a compliment from.
Absolutely.
We don't care about butt lips. We don't care about when y'all get your lips filled. It looks horrible to us. Yeah. Some of the cosmetic things y'all do, we are not attracted to. Yes, dudes may be attracted to that stuff sexually, but they ain't trying to marry you with that stuff. I'm just saying. And if you already got a husband and your husband is already telling you, man, he's not really impressed by that, man, he don't really care for it, why would you go do it? Unless you're doing it to get compliments from other men.
Absolutely. I'm with you. I don't see, young or old, the benefits of cosmetic surgery, because everybody know who the cosmetic queen is, right? Dolly Parton. I think she had upwards of 100, maybe 100 surgeries.
And I've never found her attractive.
And Dolly Parton,
Dolly Parton had said, ooh, that.
Yeah, and Dolly Parton will tell you, if it starts to sag, swiggle, wriggle, whatever, she's going to go back and get it touched up again. And so, because you want to look young on the outside, you still old on the inside. Your organs are still 49. Your brain is still 49. Your uterus is still 49. You know, like all that stuff is still going to age. So what women, let's just say young women, Damon, let's just be a demographic, 18 to 30. I don't know if they've been raised in these projects. I don't know if they've been watching the Kardashians. I don't know if it's a certain type of dudes that they like. But to do that to yourself, like you said, to get after these dudes that will have sex with you and then go and have sex to the next girl that has a BBL, then you stuck with this. Because most of the time when you do this, it does not work out. There's some type of side effects when you do that stuff. Now you the one left looking silly, broke, crying, and then your butt looks really weird now. People looking like, why her butt look like that? And he's on to the next girl, and the next girl, and the next girl, and the next girl. So I don't know if it's a society thing, or maybe girls are coming into this world just, you know, I have no clue.
And you can just go to the gym and work it out until it lifts on its own. Why do you got to go pay money to get it done?
Same thing with weight loss. You can go to the gym until it falls off, right? But you got people having surgery, laser surgery, these Hollywood diets. I mean, these folks are killing themselves to be a size 0 with a big old butt. How do you look? Your waist is a 2 and a 4, but you have to get a size 16 pants for your ass. How does that look?
Or even Dolly Parton. I mean, she's small, but in her breast is out here, and it just looks bad. I always look bad to me.
like some Scud missiles. Like she's ready to go to war and shoot the missiles right off her chest.
It's like you went and taped you didn't blew up 2 balloons, taped them to a pencil.
Absolutely.
Who ever thought that was sexy?
Somebody told them that, man. But again, like you said, these are because is Dolly Parton married? Is she married now?
I don't know, but man,
but like you said, Damon, 100%, the majority of them, not everybody, because we don't want people to think we always talk about everybody, but the majority of the men that tell y'all this or looking for that, they ain't looking to marry y'all. And let's just say at 49, she had a butt lift. If the rest of her body wasn't attractive, who gives a damn?
Scott, I'm glad you said that. Because how many women, they go out and get these surgeries, but you know what they forget to get surgery on?
What's that?
That neck. That neck tell your age all the time.
All the time.
You see the women and then their necks be like, man, like turkey season.
Mm-hmm.
Or they have look like wrinkled ball on your neck.
Yeah, they have the neck or the arms, or most of them.
The arms, you know, they be swinging.
Or they teeth all messed up. If you're gonna spend that type of money, get your teeth fixed, right? Like that would be my thing, you know what I'm saying? But you had this big old booty with this ugly face. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, I don't know, man. I have no clue.
It's horrible, man.
It's, you know, again, I just feel bad for the husband. I'm sorry for his loss, and he probably didn't even see it coming. I mean, you know, he thought everything was cool and she was happy. And then she looks at a magazine or watch TV one day, like, I want to try this. And then if I heard it right, she didn't tell him. After the surgery is when she called him, right?
You know what, Ron?
She never even told she was getting the surgery. She went and did the surgery. And then after it was done, she said, hey, I got a surprise for you. Like, what?
Let me put this. This is funny. Surgery should only be done medically necessary. I agree. I don't want my hot and cold flashes. I agree. One breast in the coffee, the other one in the cereal. Just saying.
Hey, and people still gonna love you the same. That's what I'm saying. When people love you for you, if you got one nipple in the coffee and one nipple in the hey, amen. There you go.
Well, we're gonna find a way to make it work. I don't care if we gotta play tetherball. If we gotta play tetherball with it, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do.
He knew he just didn't agree. So he knew he didn't agree, and then she went off and had the surgery. Okay, gotcha. I mean, nobody's perfect. I mean, because I'm a selfish person. So there will be things that I do and I won't ask a soul. But I'm not going to do stuff like that that's going to affect the household. If it's going to affect the household, I would, and I'm married, I would never do that. That's, you know.
Ain't nothing wrong with those saggy titties. Just take another great tetherball with it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's just crazy. That's the union of marriage is to protect the household. Now, if she's like, hey, I want to eat Popeye's chicken on Tuesdays before we have dinner, and she sneaks off and eats it, I ain't gonna get mad about that. That's not affecting the household. That's on her. But to say, well, you know what, I'm gonna go down to South America and get a butch and then come back like, look what I did. I'm like, first of all, how much money did you spend? Did the insurance cover this? Like, my eyes are this big thinking this is a $30,000 surgery. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, I don't know, guys. I know some of y'all are married or about to get married, and women, you have to have a sense of respect. Again, I know sometimes you want to do things that the spouse is like, no, and you do it anyway. But if it affects the household like that, be respectful. That's crazy.
I agree, Scott.
Yeah, that's...
Especially if you got kids. You got kids. Why are you spending money? Shouldn't you be investing into their college? Why are you spending it on the ass? You're $40. This day's over with. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Them days is over.
Let's get to these next. Let's see what else crazy we got in the world of the internet. That's just nuts to me. Oh, here's a crazy one. Hold on, let me pause this. Hold on. This crazy, and then we're gonna go to some news. This is all the way nuts. Hold on, Sky. Now, this is one that's going to get interesting. Let me roll this all the way back. Here we go in this crazy world of the internet.
Now, some say it's petty, and some say it's not. But before you decide, check this story out. Walter and Denise were married for 15 years when Walter found out that Denise had been having an affair for the last 3 years. When Walter found out, he tried to give things a chance, but eventually the relationship broke down and they ended up going their separate ways. 3 months later, Walter got a call from his son and he wanted him to come to his very first football practice. When Walter arrived at the football practice, he looked across the field and saw a familiar face. He saw his ex there, standing beside the coach with her arm around him. Come to find out, the guy that was coaching his son was the guy that his wife had an affair with. Walter absolutely flipped out, took his son off of the team, and told him that he'd rather drive him 3 hours to go somewhere else than to let that man coach him. My question to you is, was Walter being petty for taking his son off of that team, or was his wife being petty for putting his son on that team in the first place? Y'all let me know in the comments.
First of all, let's start with the child. I'm not taking my son off the team. What the hell does my son have to do with what his mama did? If his mama was going to cheat, she was going to cheat. Whether it was with the coach, the pope, the cook down the street, the mailman. So if my wife cheated with the mailman, are we going to leave the house? Are we going to sell the house and move to another state? You know, like, what does the child have to do with the cheating? That has nothing to do with it. I would have never took my child from his friends, from any of that stuff, because of something his mama did. She cheated. He couldn't get over it. I'm saying this at 40, and at 20, I'll be a hypocrite, but at 40, let it go and just move on, man. You can't live your life with that on your chest. You know, that type of stuff is like me drinking poison waiting for you to die. Yeah, you can't. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is you can't stop people from cheating. If they're gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat, and that's just what it is. But you can't take the son and use him as a pawn in this whatever war that you going on with your ex-wife. Now, if you want to go punch the coach in the face, maybe. But I don't know if him and the coach were friends or not friends, or they just knew each other. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, it's just one of those things. You live and you learn. That's all I can say about that situation. But he should have never took his child off of that team because that boy had nothing to do with what the wife did.
My question is, was the son short bus? Was he like short bus slow? Like did he not have questions? Mama, you not with daddy no more, and all of a sudden I see you hugged up on my coach. I got some questions. Are you messing with my coach? As I'm talking about as the kid.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to know the age of the young boy. Because even at 14, I would have had questions like,
right,
you not with my daddy no more, and you hugged up with this man who so happened to coach my team.
Right.
What's going on? And I would have had questions as a kid. So I agree with this. I wouldn't have took him off. And me being the petty man that I am, I just would have showed up at the next practice with something way finer than his mom.
yeah.
I mean, I just would have matched the pettiness.
That could be it too, you know.
You don't own the mama, so you can't tell the mama I just would have just matched the pettiness.
Absolutely. But I know it's hard to tell folks these things, but sometimes when stuff like that happens, it's a blessing.
You can't take it out on the kids.
Right. I'm saying your wife cheating on you and y'all breaking up is a blessing because it may have been something much better for you down the road. And that had to be taken out of your life to get what's better. But us as humans, when we love things, we want to own things, we want to keep things, we want it ours. And we don't know how, when it's time to let things go, let it go. And I'm still a hypocrite at 40-something saying that too, because there's stuff in this house that I need to get rid of that I ain't let things go. But I can understand where he's coming from if he's really heartbroken. So that right there, to me, whatever he decided to do, like you said, come up with another more beautiful lady. Whatever they decide to do in this war of divorce, or who got a better spouse, leave the child alone, you know. And if I'm the child, I'm with you, Dave. If I'm the child, I'll be like, hey, what's going on? But I know the type of women I grew up with. You know, you in a child's place, I only get one. Hey, what's going on? None of your damn business. That's it. Walk away. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Don't ask twice. So I'd
have been like, well, mama, I want to go live with daddy.
Yeah. So, no.
Mama, I want to go live with daddy. You got these strange men coming around me.
Absolutely, you could have said that too, but now you don't ask them women twice. So
yeah, I wouldn't ask no questions. I think I would have just wanted to go live with him. You ain't explaining.
The coach was the coach the father trying to calculate? Now the coach wasn't the father; he was just the guy that the woman cheated on with.
Yeah.
So.
Well, y'all, man.
For years of the marriage, she was sleeping with the coach. So that's why your son was able to start. You know what I'm saying? That's why he started running back.
That's why he got that position, the quarterback. Can't throw the ball 5 yards, but he the quarterback. He can't throw that ball, but his mama can throw that ass back.
Absolutely. The things women would do for their children, right?
Hell yeah. She did something. So, man, we're going to get into some more music. Step away, take a break, and then we're going to get back into the crazy world of the internet. Y'all know how we do, man. Thank y'all for being here. Again, please share the live. Y'all can help us a lot by doing that, man, all right?
Love it when I comb your hair.
so sweet, oh so sweet, attentively, tenderly to me. I want you to know that I love you. You love it when I take it there. Love it when you pull my hair. You love it when I take it slow and drop it down low. You're so I just want you to know how I feel inside. I want you to know how I feel about you. I want you to know that I need you. I want you to know that I feel you. You so sweet, oh so sweet, attentively and tenderly to me. I want you to know that I love you.
All right, we back, man. That was Dominic J. Shout out to Dominic J. And
Yeah.
everybody in Memphis, man.
Memphis,
Much
baby.
love to y'all. As the crazy internet continues, right? This dude made a point on something that I wanted to discuss. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the music, and then we're gonna keep this story rolling.
Get turned on easy, you're hard up. Let me tell you something. When you young, you get turned on easy. You're hard up for sex. It's easy to get it wrecked. It don't matter what a woman think like. It don't matter what a woman look like. You just want a woman. But when you cross a certain age bracket, when you cross a certain point in your life, it come a time where a woman's body could turn you on, but her mentality could turn you off. It come a time that the only way you gonna get erected if you got respect for this woman. It come a time where the only way you gonna desire a person physically is if they got you mentally, if they small. See, what you need in your 20s, you don't need in your 30s and 40s and 50s. You need something else. Your body can attract me, but the way you think can turn me off. You need to fix your mentality. You need to fix the way you think. If you're not smart, I'm thinking hard about this baby that might come out that womb, and I gotta deal with you for the next 18 years, and I can't deal with that in my 40s. So you gotta understand something. When you get older, you start to growing up, you start thinking like a grown man or a grown adult. Yeah, some women ain't finna lay up with any kind of man that just cause he fine, she don't care about his fine. Yeah, some men ain't gonna lay up with a woman just cause she got a big behind. Cause at a certain point in time, you gonna have to bring something else to the table. You gonna have to do something for my mental health. You gonna have to turn me off stressfully in order to turn me on sexually.
Woo! That was powerful.
Hey man, first of all, give a shout out to Nino Brown. I watch his Instagram all the time. I follow him.
Yeah, I'm a Nino Brown.
Brown. Yeah, he always dropping gems. I like that. I follow him on Instagram. I listen to his stuff. What more can I say? I guess he's correct, right? Like when you young,
hit it on the head.
Yeah, it didn't matter. You sleep with young, middle-aged, old women. But then as you get older, I guess the body changes for both men and women. And then even if the body don't change, for some people mentally, you had so much sex in your 20s and 30s that when you're in your 40s, it's like, shit, what's left? You know what I'm saying? Now I got to worry about paying bills, retirement, kids. It's just mentally sometimes it's not there. And for some people, their body just go through physical changes and it's not there. So yeah, I agree with. It's a lot of stuff that he said that I don't agree with. Like he really be dropping gems, but I agree with everything he just said.
Yeah, and a lot of what he said had a lot of truth when it comes to, I think both male and female, when we get to, our late 30s, 40s, and 50s and 60s. Some of the things that used to turn, I mean, if you had a whole lot of sex in your life in them 20s and 30s, when 40 roll around, the things that turn you on is totally different than just a big butt and a smile.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely. It's like, what are your goals in life? Do you have a 401k? You have a pension plan somewhere? You know what I'm saying?
No, can you keep peace?
Yeah.
Are you peaceful? Can I come home and feel like all the things all the chaos I deal with within the world?
Right.
Can I find peace at home?
Absolutely. Can you find peace at the house? Absolutely.
Or are you one of them women that, well, we got to go on this vacation. I want to travel. You know all that. You're like, man, I just want to sit home, kick my feet up like I used to, get a big ass bowl, the biggest bowl in the house full of cereal, and watch cartoons. I had to deal with this bastard the 12 hours at work. You know what I'm saying? I had to fake nice to a lot of people. I just want peace when I get home.
Absolutely. Tyler Perry, when he played Medea, he says there's only two places where you're going to find peace, and that's the grave and your home. And you ain't dead yet. So I get that. I get that. Yes.
Yeah.
You don't want drama in your house, too, because you deal with so much drama in the world. When you come home and shut that door, you should be at peace until you have to go back out that door the next day. Yeah.
Man.
So, are you willing to do that? Let's say, Damo, are you willing to trade all the sex in the world for all the peace in the world?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And when you got the best of both worlds, you're winning out here.
Absolutely.
When you got sex and peace, you win.
Yep. Absolutely. You come home and I don't know if women are like the ladies in the 50s, they draw your bath water. Cause you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I've never had before. I've never come home with a woman and draw. I can draw my own bath water. I can take my own shower, right? But come home, she's cooked, the house is clean, back massage. They talk about each other's problems. Y'all figure it out. Go to bed and get ready to conquer the world the next day. Because a marriage is you against the world, other than your children. Y'all are two against the world, and that's what you're looking for when you get to a certain age. Now, all y'all 18 to 30, if you want to hump like Hefner rabbits, you go right ahead. I can't be a hypocrite. We all was at that stage, what they call it, the whore stage in our lives, somewhere down there. Yeah.
But it does go away. It will go away.
Yep.
And that's the personal info.
And then I know some of them at all ages. I'm like, dude, is it really that serious? But for some people, it is. It's that serious.
Yeah. Is that real? Until that SDT that you can't get away from.
I say with some of the Ajax.
STD, I'm talking about SDT. STD. When you get one of them that you can't get rid of and get away from, then it gets serious.
It's really serious. Amen. When Ajax can't get rid of it, it's serious, right? So yeah, you got to be careful.
Rubbing alcohol.
You said what?
Rubbing alcohol and bleach.
Yeah. Absolutely, you right about that. So if y'all are out here doing it, at least protect yourselves. I tell young people that all the time. Protect yourself, man. That's all you got to do. It don't feel right. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what it don't feel right. Burning, itching. When what do you call it? The doctor got to grab your penis and take that damn Q-tip and go down there again. You will learn.
Man, I had a friend that I had to take to the hospital, right? That wanted to get tested because I didn't know how they tested. When that doctor brought out that Q-tip, I said, hell no. I had to go, man. I ain't gonna tell you the thought that really was on my mind, but
Oh yeah.
couldn't
I've
been
talked to
read.
patients and I've talked to doctors. Some doctors, depending on how bad it is, if they can take it and squeeze it and it'll shoot out, but some people it won't. So he has to go in there, with it and go down and get a sample so they can tell you what it is.
Man, give me 3
So
counts.
y'all seen these women with these nice tits and this woo-woos and these Brazilian butt lifts, but they ain't washing their asses? You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff, and you just hard and horny, and you just want to stay. You'll learn your lesson. You will learn your lesson.
All right, as we continue down this crazy world of the internet, what's next? All right, so this is interesting. All women have turned down a good dude because he wasn't her type.
All right.
The majority of women have. They ain't no good man. No, you've come across one, he wasn't good enough for you.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't have no empathy. So, with further ado,
y'all look, most women, and I'm going to say this on record, right? They overlook the guy that could be the husband to them. I'm going to tell you something. Watch this. When you were in high school, and that little corny dude who sat in the back of the classroom, who had morals, principles, and integrity, and had a level of consciousness, he was ignored. He never got the attention. Now what happens? Hold on. Now we double back, right? We double back. You know who we want? The little nerd guy. But the little nerd guy says, you know what? I don't want you now. Because now you have pre-owned vagina that you want to bring to me. And that's unfair. Come on. From the ragamuffins and the hood dudes. Okay. Right? You have a baby with Tom who's a shooter. I got to deal with this kid in my house.
Okay.
No, that's not fair.
he wasn't lying.
I agree wholeheartedly. I lived that life. I mean, I'm not saying that I was pursuing any woman when I was at Glen Cliff High School. That ain't what I'm saying. But I was that quiet, shy nerd in the back of the. I didn't go to my own. What do you call it?
Prom.
Yeah, I didn't go to my own. I went to somebody else's prom a few years later, but I didn't go to my own prom. Like that's how shy I was. I didn't want to be bothered. And you have the jocks and the football players, which I played football, and then you have the cheerleaders and the pretty girls. But if you was to look at them now, Jesus Christ,
Lord, I'd be like, Jesus, save me.
Because they learned how to survive, Damo. They learned just how to be pretty and cute. Yeah, because at the time, your parents was taking care of y'all. When you leave high school and you start having kids and you don't know how to live in this life, it kicks you in your ass so much faster. I mean, I wish I could take you back to my neighborhood and show you some of these prom.
I already know what you're talking about. You don't even have
to. Terrible.
I'm talking about real life bed bugs.
Yeah.
Some of them look like real life bed bugs.
I mean, them products looking terrible.
Talk about dodging one. I'd be like, Lord Jesus. Ooh, I'm glad she turned me down.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
I'm lucky. Being turned down is a blessing sometimes.
Absolutely. But back when I was growing up in the 90s, things were so cheap and affordable. People didn't like to be bored. And you didn't have to be. You could go to the club, to the movies, go skating, go to eat, and still spend less than $100, right? Like back then, it was all about that excitement. Now in 2024, you can't do that. So now that dude in the back, that's that, what's it called? Science and math, what it's called, STEM, science, something, math, whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy you better go for, because he's the one going to make the $100,000 a year that you're going to need to survive. This football jock, he ain't going to the NFL. He probably going to get injured, or back in the day, they were passing folks when I was coming up. If you could play football, he's a D student, it don't matter. He plays good football. They ain't doing that stuff no more. So, yeah, you better now find you a good man in high school, a high school sweetheart, than to be out here chasing any and everything. And then, like he said, your vagina used, your mouth used, your titties is used, everything is used. You got 3 kids out here. And then these baby daddies are terrible. You're going to be with a girl who got baby daddies that been in jail, that he killed somebody. I ain't going to marry you because I don't have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
You're right. You're right. And it goes the other way, too. some of y'all dudes, man, y'all done passed up. Y'all overlooking, and y'all don't not good judges of not only character but then forecasting. Because I seen females that I was like, you know what? In about 5 to 10 years, she gonna be killing them out here.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't grown. She hasn't blossomed fully yet, right? But she gonna be killing them. And fellas, y'all get with these ones that just, you know, the popularity in school, but then the ones that's always the quickest on drugs.
Absolutely.
Drinking and partying and trying to keep up. And then when you meet her 10 years from now, man, you know, her gut is wider than everything else on her body.
Absolutely.
It's wider than her shoulders.
Yep.
So it's the other way around too.
Absolutely. You absolutely correct. But again, I don't want to sound hypocritical because I've been young too. You like what you like. You want what you want. Because when you're a child, you think like a child. When you're a man, you think like a man. So I can't never fault a 18-year-old guy for not thinking like me today. That's just a circle of life. It's always gonna be that circle. That's why I say it's hell, because it's a never-ending cycle. Never end. It's like when we was coming up. What did your parents teach you? Don't curse. We curse. They teach you don't smoke cigarettes. Some people smoke cigarettes. Don't do drugs. They doing drugs. Don't have kids before wedlock. So it's a never-ending cycle. The same thing I'm telling young people is what the old folks told me when I was coming up, and it'll never end. So this is why we just live in this world until we leave.
You're right. You are absolutely right, Sky. As we continue, actually, I'm gonna get 2 more songs in, and then we're gonna continue because I think we got about 2 more subjects. So, and a lot of artists, they are no longer in the playlist. So it's sorry, you know, I apologize to them. But I am going to do another show where I'll showcase their music again, probably next week. So the ones that's here, man, show support for them. This is Malfunction 365, man.
Malfunction.
Shout out to him, because he not only, man, you know, participated, but he's a real legit fan of the show.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to play his music, play some more music, and then we'll be right back. Share the live if you can, all right?
We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twisted, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twisted, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. Top of my head, I'm off the top of my game. If you don't know it now, you remember my name. I smoke so much weed, man, you wouldn't believe. Fire all the damn time, just burning them trees. No, there ain't nothing to it, that's just how life goes. So bury all your haters with this weed, now hit this road. Soak it up a little bit, now let it all sink in. With this right beat, deadlines they never win. As the beat keeps me going, my words forever flowing. Malfunction's back now, and we snapping on it. Just rip it, you feel it, can't hold us down. That B6, so kill it, we will right now. Music's in my life, so I plan to treat it right. It's a part of me, hip-hop's in me, my music is my life. It's a guarantee this love is mine, forever staying true. Music made me, it can make you too. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twisted, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twisted, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadline. Yes, sir, I'm the man. No, I'm not being cocky. See, it's just some clever word playing with the rhymes. I keep it coming. It comes out of me erupting. You can tell it's in my soul. My dreams and they're becoming true. It's no thing. It's all me. As I say it with my chest, I'm calling all the music lovers around the world. If you're hearing me, say it loud, boys and girls. Come on, it's all about the weed, so I smoke it all. Get ready, set, time's up, you fall. I'm already here, rolled up, let's go. I'm SpongeBob now, so ready, so blown. My stages set this game on. My papers made them stack so grown. Roman shit, what you know about it? Rolled up weed, we know all about it. Think I'm crazy, hell no, I'm high. Stay fucked up, you know that's why my eyes are low and oh so red. This blunt so big, I'm blowing what's left. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadline.
Smoking all the time, twist it, lick it, light it, smoking all the time, twist it, roll one up. Smoking all the time, twist it, lick it, light it, smoking all the time, twist it, roll one up.
Ain't nobody bigger than me. What? I was dead. I'm just living what I'm supposed to be. Ain't nobody bigger than me. Come on. I'm just living what I'm supposed to be. Sometimes I wonder why he's chosen me. I live my life and play my position. For the love of hip-hop, these other niggas could flop. Run it down in the thirds, so no I ain't so that much. So I took them to church by the way, that's where I'm from. As I sit on the throne now, now I'm home. Now the rest of them gone, they nowhere to be found. Got the crown in the town, plus I'm still on the mount. Way out of bounds, but it's okay. I'm a marathon man, my no relay. Marathon, cause I run keeps it 100, just come to the summit. Even if it's nothing, even if it is, it's probably nothing. And even if it's something, it's nothing. We can leave room for discussions instead of both sides in the bussin'. And if we can't, then there's repercussions. When I eat, it's a guarantee we all feast. Let's go. Ain't nobody bigger than me. I'm just living what I'm supposed to be. Sometimes I wonder why he's chosen me. I live my life and play my position. First you gotta follow suit, that's the one and only rule. Some getting misconstrued, start acting like buffoons. When I started to bloom, acting like blossom. Snakes in the grass still playing like possum. Asylum where I'm from is only one outcome. Make a break, cause everything is stake. Some claim they foes, some say they mates. Some send they love underneath is hate. See, I can't relate, that's a female trait. XCOs, homie, stick to the code. Yes, I'm a big bro, straight from the 4O's. And I got the ship sold, muddy waters I roll. Either sink or swim, I'm well above the rim. Even when it's grim, brighter lights getting dim, I'm all the way in. Either way I win, by the skin of my gums. Look, mommy, I won. Let's go, let's go. Ain't nobody bigger than me. I'm just living what I'm supposed to be. Sometimes I wonder why he's chosen me. I live my life, play my position. Ain't nobody bigger than me. I'm just living what I'm supposed to be.
All right, man. So we back. The first artist was Malfunction 365 out of Clarksville. And then we had Marker Kales, man, out of New York, man, the Big Apple. So, man, go ahead, get them guys a listen. I appreciate them guys being in the contest of the Soul Driven Male Artist of the Year. Wanted to get back to this. This next subject is really interesting. It was on another podcast. So I said, you know what? This is something, man, I think is interesting. It's something we can talk about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and I'm trying to turn this music off. There we go. Let's go ahead and check this out.
It's petty, and some say it's not.
I always say this, 98% of women can be broke. As long as you got the money, they will turn over their morals for every man, every woman. As long as you got money, love doesn't exist anymore. Everything is transactional.
You know what I'm saying? In the world are transactional. You gotta buy your house, you gotta buy your car, you gotta buy
and you gotta buy love, apparently.
You gotta buy your clothes, you gotta buy your hat, you gotta buy your podcast equipment, you gotta buy your furniture. So why when it comes to a woman, we gotta be for free?
I always say this, 98% of women can be.
So let's go ahead and talk about that. Because I think that was an interesting comment she said. Why, when it comes to women, why do women have to be free?
What woman has ever been free? You have direct and you have indirect, right? So right. Direct is what we would call groupies, lot lizards, ring rats. That's what you would call gold diggers, prostitutes, whores. That's direct. I sleep with you. I put the $40 on the table. You leave. Indirect is dating, because when you date a woman, especially back in the day, the man was paying. You pay for the food, you pay for the dinner, you pay for the movies. If she lived with you, because most wives back when I was coming up didn't work, right? You paid the bills, you bought the car, you put the gas in the car. But eventually it all leads to the same thing, the bedroom, right? So if you do it the second way, it's called courting, chivalry, love, marriage. If you do it the other way, it's just called being a whore, being out here on these streets. I'm talking about the men being a whore, out here on these streets. But it all leads to the same direction, the bedroom. So when she said, why can't we not be transactional? When has a woman ever been free? Is there anybody who can say, I'm married and I ain't spent a dime on my wife as a girlfriend, fiance, or wife?
I think the real question for these guys that they need to answer this, right? If you lose that money, if you lose that job, the woman that you selected, do you really think that she's still going to be there? Because if money is the reason why she's there, then when you lose it, will she continue to be there? That's the ultimate question.
Absolutely.
And if you think no, then you with the wrong one. That's just my opinion. Now, you deal with the consequences of picking her. You picked her. But in my opinion, if money is the reason why she's there, when you lose that money, that's going to be the reason why she gone.
Absolutely.
And you should feel a certain kind of way if you knew that money is the only reason why she's there.
Right. So I guess then, if you're a man and you have money, what is your investment? Is it a short-term investment, which means we're going to go to the hotel and do our thing? Or is it a long-term investment, which means we're going to date, get to know each other, hopefully we get married, have some children, retire, and die? But there is no woman that I've ever met that's with a guy and say, you know what, that bastard ain't never spent a dime on me. Now, he might not spend a dime on his children. That's a whole different subject. But he ain't never spent a dime on me. So what woman can honestly raise her hand and say she's never been courted, whether it's to the hotel or it's to the courthouse? We've all spent money on women. I mean, well, our spouses. I ain't talking about your mom, your sister. I'm talking about the spouse. In some way, in some form of fashion, whether it was cash, whether it was clothes, whether it was food, whether it was, hey, you need help with the lights this week? Because, sometimes you live in two separate places. I got you. You need me to go pick up such and such? I got. So you can look, it just depends. Do you look at the cup half empty? Do you look at it half full? I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Because at the end of the day, it just comes down to you just investing.
Yeah, you just investing.
That's what dating is. It's investing.
It's
So
an
the real
investment.
question is this investment worth it? And if the
Absolutely.
answer is no, then you don't waste your time and no more of your money. Just keep it
Absolutely.
moving.
And you said that if the money is gone, will she be there, right? Well, if you meet a girl the same day, let's say you go to the mall at 1 p.m. and you sleeping with her that night at 8 p.m., then yeah, it's probably technically about the money, And if she
Yeah.
did that with you, how many other guys that she slept with on the same day she just met them? So
Right.
yeah, that's that. Yeah, so be careful with stuff like that. And be careful with girls. Oh, this is my first time ever doing this. Nah, stop that. You know what I'm saying? So, she seemed too comfortable going into hotels, knowing when to take a shower, knowing when to leave, and knowing to go back to the mall to do it all over again.
Yep. You're absolutely right. Man, hey y'all, this last story we didn't get to last week. I actually forgot about it, skipped over it. And I wanted to bring it back because it was really interesting. So this probably be our last the topic for today. But it's a very interesting one, nonetheless. In this crazy world of the internet. Remember, we was talking about, and the story we left off last week was husband divorced a wife because she couldn't quit ordering takeout. So without further ado, here we go.
And now,
Hold on, I want to rewind this all the way back.
even come close to qualifying for disability. And am I the asshole for completely cutting my wife off from our finances because she wouldn't stop ordering takeout? I am 41 years old and male. My wife is 39 years old. My wife doesn't work due to a minor disability. It's not as if she can't work, but she complains of discomfort and exhaustion all the time. The discussion over her working basically ended 5 years ago, and I've completely given up on the prospect of her ever having a job again. Seeing as she doesn't even come close to qualifying for disability and brings in no income, we currently live entirely off my salary. I do not mind financially supporting her, but my wife's spending habits have become gradually more and more reckless. It began with her ordering takeout twice a week, and then that escalated into 3 times a week, and now she's ordering takeout nearly every day. This is despite our fridge being stocked constantly. I do the shopping. I even make sure to have a freezer full of things that she would only have to microwave. Last month was a pretty heavy one for her. She spent over $1,100 on delivery apps alone. We cannot afford this. There were several days that she ordered twice. I may have reacted harshly, but on Friday I pulled money out of our savings and completely paid off the card and then canceled it. I then removed all the money from our joint account and I funneled it into my own account. Apparently, my wife learned about this when she tried to order takeout. She tried to call the company, who explained the card had been canceled. She texted me asking what happened. I responded that she was cut off. Well, when I walked in that evening, my wife was lying on the floor, dramatically saying that she had low blood sugar. I told her that she could eat any of the food that we have in our fridge or freezer. I also noticed that she took the garbage out, probably for the first time in a decade. I'm surprised that she even knew where the outdoor bin was. I can only assume she was disposing of the evidence of what she ate, as she was pretending to have not eaten, but I honestly don't care enough to dig through the garbage to find it. She was furious at me all weekend, was what I did over the top. And then there's an update and I'll read the comments. Okay, so update. 9 days ago, I made a post about how my unemployed wife has spent over $1,100 on delivery apps in just a month. This is egregiously outside of what we can afford to spend on takeout, and since she doesn't seem willing to stop, I canceled our credit card and moved the money from our joint account into my own. For the following few days, my wife kept talking about how I was financially abusing her. She threw several tantrums despite apparently being severely malnourished, threatened divorce, threw a bunch of food we had in the fridge away to try and strong-arm me into letting her get takeout, and even tried to guess my bank account a bunch of times. Sorry, my password isn't Taco Bell 123.
Okay, come on.
The last one was how I learned if you try to guess someone's bank account password enough times, the bank will send them an automated email. The last Friday, the complaints and the threats stopped, and she seemed mostly back to normal. I figured she had given up. That was until today, which was garbage day, when I took the last bag out before taking the bins to the curb. I discovered half a dozen fast food bags and other takeout containers in it. My wife wasn't supposed to have access to money. I had no idea how she was affording the food. I confronted her about it, and at first she denied everything. I had to bring all of her fast food garbage in to get her to fess up. She had taken out a loan. Now, I thought that she had borrowed money from a friend or family member, but she had taken out one of those predatory payday loans.
What?
Before you ask, no, I had no idea how she was approved.
Yeah, I was get that.
Within the next hour, I froze my credit. I then drove her to the payday loan place where I paid the loan off in cash. I will now have to dip further into my savings to pay the rent. I suppose in a certain way, cutting her off was successful. She didn't order takeout anymore. She just drove to the restaurants to pick up her food, and for the low price of $20 for every $100 she borrowed, or $60 total in fees. In addition, I told her that we would be getting divorced. So yeah, my marriage is over. I don't even know what alimony laws in my states are like, but I assume she'll happily live in a cardboard box under a bridge if Uber Eats will bring her food there.
So,
I don't. Well, first of all, when people always talk about food, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Their weight. We don't know if this woman is overweight, underweight, average weight. So let's just say she's just an average weighted woman, right? First off, there are people in this world that are called foodies, and that's what they do. They don't want home cooked meal. They like to eat out, test new foods, and some of them would do reviews online about I ate at this new restaurant. Another one is coming. So I don't know. Maybe she could have been a foodie, and if she was, is this something he knew before they got married, or did this just happen out of the blue? Because sometimes in marriages, stuff just happened out the blue. Like, where the hell did that come from?
I think it was more depression.
And I'm about to get to that. Comfort. Is food her comfort? So is she an overweight girl, or ugly girl, or something? And every time somebody calls her out of her name, or every time she looks in the mirror, she needs something to comfort her, or is she gonna go out here and kill somebody or kill herself? Why didn't he decide to just give her an allowance, right? If you're thinking she's misusing the funds, say, hey, you're only gonna get $100 a week for whatever you want to do. After that $100, you are cut off. I'm thinking the woman probably would be like, okay, I can still order out, but not eat as much. When she had access to the main account, then she's like, hey, I can just eat as much as I want. But maybe if you would have said, okay, if I give her an allowance and see how she does that, to see how this works. Two, why haven't you gone to some type of counseling or brought a counselor over? Because he said she was a disability, right? But she just hadn't able to get her SSI, whatever. To talk. I mean, I think a lot of that stuff could have been avoided before the divorce, but I don't know on the wife's end, what was it about food? Because again, for some people, food is like smoking cigarettes or doing drugs. It's a comfort. You do have foodies, and you do have people. That's why America is 60% of the people in America are obese. That just like there's something in that fast food, that takeout that they use to hook you, that brings you back all the time. Fast food, sugar, salt, it's a drug. It's no different than taking Xanax or anything. It's a drug. People get hooked. That's why dude did that documentary, Super Size Me. Did you ever watch that, Super Size Me?
Oh, hell yeah.
Man, he gained 50 pounds in 30 days from just eating McDonald's 3 times a day. So I'm thinking a lot of it could have just been psychological. But then at the end of the day, I don't care how much I love you. If you're hurting the household, I always go back to the household. If your addiction, whether it's food, sugar, or drugs, is hurting the household, we might have to go our separate ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, right away. Oh my God! Like I don't know what she ordered. $1,100 a month. Good Lord!
Every day, DoorDashing every day. That's easily. I'm shocked it ain't more.
But he had food in the refrigerator. She didn't feel like getting up to microwave.
Nope. What he should have did is went and got a big old jug of some Dick Gregory or some Slim Fast, the strawberry kind, and just made her a whole bunch of shakes.
I'm trying not to laugh because some people, man, they do get addicted, and that's the part of the story I didn't get, Damon. What did you get out of it?
What I got is that she was dealing with some sort of depression. You know what I'm saying? And she sunk so deep into the depression that her way of dealing with it was eat.
Right.
She just ate her way, and she couldn't stop. Somebody like that need some real mental health therapy. There's nothing a husband can do. It's out of his control. She needs to be going to therapy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so, could you have stayed with her, or would you have divorced?
You got to stay with her, but you just got to make sure, you got to make sure that, because that loyalty part that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That, man, when you get married, you got to decide that if this ship go down, I'm going down with it. This is the ship that I decided the anchor. Good or bad, I'm gonna be with this ship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just hide your accounts.
And that's what he did, remember? That's why she took out the loan.
She's responsible for it.
Yeah, so why is he paying back the loan that's in her name?
How did she get the loan with no job?
Hey, it's some predatory people out here. It's some predatory people. Unless she use his name, because if you married, let's be honest, your wife probably knows your social security number. Probably knows some things about you. That's probably how she got the loan.
But you're right, Sky. But even with that said, shouldn't they have to contact him?
Remember, he said predatorial, which means they some shysters. So they probably didn't.
Well, I'll be in court with them then. Because I don't care who she is.
Absolutely do that.
She used my information. You should have reached out to me.
Absolutely.
So I'll see you in court.
Absolutely. But when you have to take out a loan, not to pay your bills, but you took out a loan just to pay DoorDash, which I do DoorDash, and so I wish I would have known who she was. I would have sat right there in that area where she ate and made all that money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just to do that, man. It just goes back to what we say about people just in general. There will always be things that no matter what you do for your wife, sometimes it just won't fulfill it. Something that happened in these girls' lives, whether it's daddy issues, they were raped, something that no matter what you do, you would not be able to fulfill that hole. And it's just a sad thing. And some of them turn to drugs, some of them turn to sleep with a bunch of men, some of them turn to food. But I'm with you, Damo. When you say I love you and I do, you taking on that too.
That's the worst part. I mean, it is what it is. When they say for better or worse, this is what they meant by worse.
Absolutely.
You think they mean?
Yep. But I ain't gonna be a hypocrite neither. I ain't gonna lie. I might have said I do, but there's some things like that. Like if we're gonna get put out because you eating too much, we can. No, I'm sorry. I love you to death, but shit, you gotta be somebody else's problem. I can't sleep in my car because we gonna get put out. You said what?
Hide shit. That's all. That's it. You gotta protect. You gotta hide your accounts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
If she's able to get a loan, I'm like, this relationship might not be for us. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I might.
You gonna have to get a job, and you gonna have to pay. You have to pay that off.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're not sitting at home.
Man, God, man, that's crazy. $1,100. I thought I heard it all, but $1,100 3 times a day.
Gotta apply. Hey, man, he as a man gonna have to apply pressure. Well, I will go elsewhere and live elsewhere, and then you gotta figure this out. But you're not gonna put this pressure on me. I'm with you.
Right.
You gotta do your part now, and you gotta pay this off.
Absolutely. And I don't know if there's some type of counseling that could have been had to talk to the woman, say, what is it about, not the DoorDash, but just the food itself that's comforting you and not the banquet and all this stuff that's in the freezer? Because whatever you order, I'm pretty sure it's some type of form of it in the freezer. You order hamburgers and fries, I'm pretty sure he had patties and frozen fries in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Title loans? Yes, you could do the title loan too on a car. For them to come and repossess it because you want to eat, right? What is it that you're missing? Is it your husband? Because usually when people cheat, they want to blame the cheater. But sometimes if you're not giving your spouse enough attention or too much attention, or something's going wrong there, so maybe something could have been going wrong in the marriage with the husband, and she can't explain it to him, so she's just eating to not start fights and arguments. Because he might be controlling. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but you would have had to go back to work. I'm sorry. I don't care if you got to work from home. You got to pay this loan off. I'm not going into the savings and doing it. You're going to have to pay it off.
Yeah, especially if it's in her name. Yeah, I wasn't even worried about it. I was like, hell no, good for you. $1,100, that would be the best Cracker Barrel, Panera, Chick-fil-A that you ever had in your life.
Yep.
You know, that's ludicrous to some of us. But again, I don't know what her issues are. So, you know. But yeah. That was a weird one right there. I'm surprised we missed that one last Tuesday. But that
you were moving so quick, and I said I gotta add that.
Oh yeah.
The old lady pointed that out and was like, you guys missed one, and I was like, well, dang, that was one of the more interesting ones.
Absolutely. So everybody who's watching. When y'all get home tonight, y'all need to have a family meeting on what y'all budget is about food, whether you got kids or not. Because I don't want to talk bad about DoorDash because that's how I make some of my money. But for some of y'all don't need to be out here doing that shit like that, you know.
Right.
Or at least if you order the food, go get it. That way you save the fees. It'd be different if she was ordering, hopping in her own car and going to get it. She's paying for the food plus the fees plus whatever the dash is.
Well, it's nothing to her because she don't work.
Absolutely. There you go. Absolutely.
It ain't her money.
Ain't her money, right. And so when he cut it off, changed accounts and do all this stuff, then she would have got a loan. But I would have just did an allowance and see how she worked with that. Maybe $100 a week. Maybe that'll be like, okay, damn, I can't do it 3 times a day, but at least maybe once a day I could do it. Because I don't know what her issue is about the food. I don't know why she needs that much food to comfort herself.
I would have been like this. If you can go out and get a loan, you can go out and get a job.
That is absolutely. And I still want to know how the shit that you got a loan. But
without a job.
Yeah, there's folks out there that can buy cars with no driver license. I'm like, how you get a car with no driver license? Man, when I say predatorial, there's some predatorial folks out there.
Yep. And so
she just went online, found her somebody who's gonna loan her $1,000 at 34%, you know what I'm saying? Interest. Oh my God.
Right. You're right, babe.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about is more than just the food, you know. But he never explained or never took the time to ask her why you need this when we have food in the refrigerator. Because he never said she cooked. So maybe she don't like to cook. But he said I had things where she could microwave. You know, get you an air fryer, you know, just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got an air fryer, Damo?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Microwave. Shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
She would have got an air fryer. She'd been good. She'd have been all right.
Man, and that air fryer stay busy. You hear me? Yeah.
Man, that's what's up.
Man, you made me hungry when you said that, player.
Huh? You said what?
You made me hungry when you said that. Ooh.
Hey, well, when you get out here, man, go hook yourself up, man.
You gotta ask me twice.
What I'm saying. Shout out to everybody with air fryers and George Foreman's. If y'all got George Foreman's and air fryers, shout out to you.
Man. Oh my God, he said George Foreman.
Yep, I still got one of those.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Man, I want to take this time to thank y'all for being here, man. Ronnie, Tony, Faith, Malfunction. Who else was here, Sky?
I wasn't able to go live. I guess I got to you so late. Restream told me that I can't go live once you hit the live button. So it was probably more people. Yeah, it was probably more people watching on my end, but they couldn't. It's not going live for me. So next time I'm going to get here much earlier so that way I can connect to my accounts before we go live.
Okay, Restream, y'all doing too much now.
But that's what it told me, yeah.
So I'm gonna make sure I share this all to your page. thank everybody that's on YouTube, that's watching on Twitch and Facebook. And then I'll make sure that I share this to your page. What do you got going on tonight, bro?
Well, don't forget the D-Bling radio show tonight, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The replay from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. If you're an artist or if you know an artist that need radio play, please send me the music. That's sky.black@gmail.com, sky.black@gmail.com. And as you see with this show, if you have music video, get with Damo. And for those of you who's coming to the party late, you might not be able to get in the award ceremony this year, but there will be one next year. So, so that's what we're saying. If you can get with Damo, get these, because he does absolute great interviews with artists. He plays your music videos. Come on, y'all. We're not doing this because just because we don't have nothing else to do. We're doing this because we want to help out. So we need your music. We need your music videos, your bios. Let us know about you. You from Memphis? You from Arkansas? Let us know.
Most definitely, man. And I always leave with this. The only thing guaranteed in life is death. So control only the things that you can control. The things that you can't, put it in God's hands. And remember, if you are on this half of the dirt, you have won for today. You can claim victory for today if you're on this half of the dirt. Because there's a lot of people who did not wake up this morning. Okay? So God bless y'all. Thank y'all for being here with us. And Sky, did you want to leave with anything?
Hey, you said it all, my friend. Until next Tuesday. Remember, Tuesdays is the best day of the week because you get to tune in to us, the Nashville Caveman.
Man, peace, love y'all. We'll see y'all next Tuesday, man. Thank y'all for vibing with us. We out.